Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 17th. I didn't get any listing done yesterday. Our power went out and was out for roughly 6 hours. So I was unable to get things listed. And then today, you'll see here in just a minute, they're cycling the power on and off. So I got the fans on. It's kind of cold, and I got another little space heater thing going, but they're doing it. And what's happening is the furnaces are unable to turn on, but it's for power consumption, because I saw on the news that the power grid in Tennessee is being real strained. So that's why they're doing it, to try to conserve energy. So I've got 3 orders. The orders yesterday, of course, didn't go out. They're still sitting here on the table because I couldn't get out and there was no mail. It still looks like I'm not gonna be able to get out again today. I did contact eBay yesterday, told me no problem for those. I'm gonna have to contact them again today for these 3 packages. Because I assume, just based on the way the road looks, because it's still just snow and ice covered, I mean, nobody can get in and out. So I assume there probably won't be mail again today, and I can't get out. I don't have 4-wheel drive. So right now, and one of my neighbors tried to get out and their car's in the ditch. So yeah, it's, when you look on the road and you see it's just ice, it doesn't matter, because we're thawed and refroze and thawed. And then my water pipes froze last night, so now I have no water. It's been eventful. I got down to -4, and I didn't even think about turning on the trickle for the cold water and hot water. Oh well, I didn't think of it. So I'm hopeful that it'll thaw out today, and I hope that no pipes burst, because that won't be fun. So I'm hoping that that's something that does not occur. All right, so we're gonna pull these 3 orders and see what we add to our map, right, for our customers. So we've got 1 card and 2 non-card items. So let's go get the first item. It is in box 10, and it's Xbox Kung Fu Chaos. So that is in box 10. Kung Fu Chaos. I'm almost out of the games that I had from that Goodwill purchase. I do have another find that I got, and I will share that with you once I get those out. I'm gonna try to clean them and stuff too. I got them, the place I got them from, they were smokers, and oh man, the game smells so bad. Okay, yeah, so see, here's my Xbox games. So after this one, which I just sold, I've got 2 left. And then I've got some PS3 games left. Now it's a lot. So almost that entire lot. And it's been pretty good. I'll share with you what it's turned into, like what that profit was. I was thinking about that too. I got a message from someone that said, hey, you should share updates on where you are on your profit versus when you purchase something. So I'll start doing that too. I've started building a little Excel spreadsheet so I can keep track of that stuff. So this is Kung Fu Chaos, and that sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And now let's see on our map. So we're gonna update this, and this is Daniel. And look here. Okay, scrolling up. Okay, there we go. All right, it's Daniel, and he is in Indiana. So Indiana, see, that's Ohio. Indiana's right here, I believe. Watch me mess up, and you guys can make fun of me. Pretty sure it's Indiana. That's Illinois. I'm almost positive that's Indiana. Okay, so thanks, Daniel from Indiana. All right, now let me get our next order. Guess what? It's another CD. That's right. And it's another Christmas CD at that. So we are in box 14, number 61. Another Christmas CD. 1461. And this has been, that's probably one of the best things I've ever done. Like I said, you know, I'm in these CDs 5 cents. You know, you got the whole lot for $5. So All right, 14. It's right here. We're at 61. And I still have a lot more to list, which I'm hopeful maybe the power will stay on long enough so I can get some stuff done. Because when the power is cycling, I'm waiting for it any second now to do it again. So It's a Wonderful Life, Sex at the Movies for Christmas. So you can't, because when I'm trying to list on the computer and stuff and the power keeps cycling off, I tried it yesterday when the power came back on and my computer, I couldn't get the internet, then I had to call, and so then this morning when they started doing that power cycling on and off thing, I tried listing and it doesn't work. Okay, so this CD sold for $4.99, and let's see where we are on our map. Get my pen here. Okay, so this is Frank, and Frank, thank you, you're in California. So California is up to 6 now. Look at that, 6 orders. All right, so we still have one more order, and then we'll recap our totals. This is a card. This is Rasheed Rice. Let's pull this down. I was gonna switch to the other camera, but being that it's just one card, we'll just do it like this. This might be, I believe this is my last Rasheed Rice card. All of his, there, oh nope, that's Anthony Richardson. Okay, there he is. So Rasheed Rice, Prized Prospects, and that is the 2023 Panini Legacy. And of course he's on the Chiefs. All right, that sold for 99 cents. The story behind that, just to share it with you, here, I'll put this box up when I'm telling you, but this customer purchased a card from me back before Christmas, and it's still not there, so I really apologize for that. I don't understand what happened. So Robert, thank you, I appreciate it. And Robert is in Minnesota, so he gets, I'll put him on the board on the map for this, because this is a new order, right? So Minnesota, it's in this year, so he'll be the first Minnesota order, and so we'll update the map here. But it got lost or not there, so when you ship via the eBay standard envelope, you can file the insurance, which I did, and then they said that's en route and to wait until Thursday. And of course Thursday's not here yet, but then they went ahead and issued the refund. So I contacted Robert and asked him what he'd like to do, if he wanted the refund or get another card and I can just take the price off. So that's what I did. So thank you, I appreciate your understanding and realizing that it's not my fault when the post office loses a package. So I really appreciate it. A lot of people aren't as understanding, so thank you very much. All right, so let's look here. So Robert in Minnesota, so we're gonna update this. So Minnesota is up here. My eyes are bad. Okay, so look at that. After today's orders, California's at 6, added another one. Ain't that something? So California's still leading, and Oregon of course with 3, and then we still have New York and New Jersey tied at 2. But we've got some more people on the board, and let's get these packed up. Now, here's our 3, and I'm going to combine them with the ones from yesterday, and then also another package I had that I need to send out, just not a personal one, but I'm going to put these out in the box. I really don't anticipate them picking it up today, the way the roads are, but I'll still stick it out there just in case. And then I'm hopeful, I saw in the news that the plows are working to try to get to secondary roads and stuff now, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get out by tomorrow. So at the latest, they'll go out tomorrow, I would think. All right, see you in the morning. Hi, it's Joseph. Thursday, January 18th. Here we are. I've got one order today. All of the packages are still stacked up here, still no mail with the snow and stuff. And then we actually got another alert. So here it is, more snow tonight / tomorrow morning. So the thing just popped up actually a little bit ago. Supposed to get another 2 to 3 inches. So my pipes actually, I can't remember if I said or not, but my water had froze because I forgot to trickle the water, and it got down to -2 or -4. I don't remember exactly, but the pipes froze up in the attic, so that's a bummer. Yeah, so note to self, anytime it gets down to like single digits or something, trickle your water. So let's pull this order. It's a one order, and it's a DVD, and it's the movie Loser. Let's see, what, box 10. So we're in box 10. This is just one that I had laying around the house that I had from like a long time ago. I just found it like in a box when I was going through stuff. Like I said, that's where I get a lot of my things here. So anything that I don't need or want, I'm just selling, because there's no sense in keeping stuff that I don't need. And what better way to make money, right? So when you're sourcing your own stuff, think about it. That's a great way to put money in your pocket. If you're selling things that you don't need, you don't want. You know, one thing someone used to tell me, and I read it and saw it again the other day actually, and it said, if you've not used it in 6 months to a year, you don't need it. But I don't know, there's some things I wouldn't agree with that, because like, for example, my card collection, right? Because I collect sports cards, and you know, I don't touch those all the time. It's just part of my collection, right? So I, you know, kind of agree, kind of not, if that makes sense. Let's see, let me grab my pen. We're gonna update our calendar, or not our calendar, but our map, and see where this customer is at. So, oh, let me show you first how much it sold for. So it went for $4.99 plus shipping. All right, here's our map. Yeah, as you guys know, as of yesterday, California is still leading. So right now, we have this order. Thank you, John. And he is in, let's see, where is that? Oops, let me scroll down. Pennsylvania. Okay, so Pennsylvania is below New York. So that's there. All right, so we got one. So Pennsylvania is on the map, thanks to John. So thank you, sir. I appreciate that for the order. So we will go ahead and get this packed up. And I don't know about throwing it out to the box, because again, post office still hasn't come. They haven't come in a while. So it's just going to go in the stack over here with everything. I've already contacted eBay again, and due to the snowstorm and everything, I don't get penalized, but I hate not being able to get them out for the customer. But hopefully, if we get more snow tonight, tomorrow, I don't know, man, it's going to be like a week delay on things. So, but we'll still get it packed up, and then got one more day. So tomorrow will be, or wait, tomorrow's Friday. I keep thinking tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. So we still got 2 more days in this week. So, all right, well, let's go pack this up. Ready to go, adding it to the stack. See you guys in the morning. Okay, it is technically Monday, but I'm going to wrap up Saturday sales. In that last week, I didn't have anything to pull on Saturday. It was a really slow week for January 13th through the 19th for me. I ended up, you know, only having 7 sales in the week. But, so I wrap that up, and then I'll start today with, I had 1 sale over the weekend, so we'll pull that. So just to recap my sales for last week, I'll flip you around here. So January 13th through the 19th, did $112 with a net sales, or, you know, almost 112, net sales of almost 66. Average ticket was only 16 bucks with 7, so that wraps up the week, January 13th through the 19th. So that takes care of that month. I was almost thinking going forward of showing month to date. I didn't do that, but we'll work on that. All right, so I appreciate it. So that wraps up this week. So thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, share, like, comment, and we'll see you next week. All right, welcome. It's Monday, January 22nd. I've got one order to pull, and it is an Alex Smith graded card, 2005 score, autographed. Go up here, these graded cards. And dealing with a massive headache today. Actually, that's cool. That's awesome. It's right there on top. There we go. And it's the PSA DNA certified Alex Smith autograph rookie. I took an offer on that. I'll show you that. Actually, I couldn't get my stuff to work, so I've not pulled it up. So I had already clicked the print button, but I can show you. I took an offer on it of $30. So there it is. It sold $30. And I'll go ahead and get this packed up. And then I'm gonna, I guess, run it to the post office. Mailman already came. And then we'll get into more details later this week. All right, let's pack this thing up. Oh, I forgot. Let's update our map. Get our map here. Get the pen. Almost forgot that. Let me just look here. Okay, it's actually going to California. So, California going to number 7 now. So 7. So California is way out in front. Need some other states to pick it up, right? All right, let's pack this thing up. There we are. Let's take it to the mailbox.